Hello, Scorpio. So today's reading is actually for people who have a Mars placement in Scorpio. So if your sun sign is Scorpio, you may want to go and look up your Mars sign because you may find this suits you or you may not. It's quite specific to the interplay between that Plutonic Scorpio energy and that Mars action-based energy. So your Mars placement is all to do with how you take action. What do you do when you get passionate? What makes you feel excited? Kind of like how you approach sex as well in relationships. So yeah, so it's all to do with passion, action, motivation, things like this. So people take action in different ways. Somebody who has a Mars placement in Taurus is going to be a little bit slow and steady wins the race. They like to build up things over time. Where somebody who has a Mars placement in something like Aries is going to be a lot more spontaneous, a lot more kind of like, I want it, I'm doing it. So this is why every single person who has the same star sign is going to be very, very different, because we all have a birth chart that has like this interplay between the different planets in our chart depending on the time that we were born and the place that we were born. So you may find two Libras who can be completely different, and this is why, because everybody has like different energies going on in their chart, and sometimes that means that conflicts are created. This is why humans are complicated and interesting. We're not kind of like a character in a movie, that we've got a lot of depth to us. So yeah, it's really important, I think, to look up things like your Mars sign, your Mercury sign, your Venus sign, because these are to do with how you take action, what makes you, how you express love, how you communicate with other people. So I think a lot of the time people don't pay attention to these signs, but they're actually very important. So if you have Mars in Scorpio, oh, by the way, there is a link in the description box down below. So if you don't know your Mars placement, you can go and hit that link for Cafe Astrology. And there's a free natal chart service there, so you can look up all the placements. So it's a little bit overwhelming. So just go and find out your Mars placement and then watch the reading for your Mars placement. So yeah. Mars in Scorpio, this is probably one of the most interesting placements. I'm a little bit scared of you. I am a little bit scared of you. I have to admit it. It's quite a controlling placement. You may find that you don't only want to kind of control the people around you, control the situation, you also want to control yourself. So you may actually have a lot of goals, a lot of ambitions, a lot of rules regarding how you're going to achieve those goals and ambitions. So you are going to have probably rules that are kind of self-created, that you kind of live by. Every person with Mars in Scorpio is going to have a different set of rules, but you like to have very clear boundaries. You can actually be very black and white, especially if it comes to sort of like an argument or a disagreement. You're a bit like, well, is it or isn't it? So you don't want to mess around. You don't want to waste time kind of looking at the intricacies. However, that Plutonic energy of Scorpio is a very kind of psychologically analytical sign. It's very intuitive. So you're really going to understand people and what makes them tick. So you may find that you actually control situations, almost like mind control with other people. You may psych other people out if you're getting into a competition. You may know how to push other people's buttons to kind of make them do what you want them to do. It's a little bit scary, as I say, but for you it's all about, because Mars was the god of war, the god of action. So Mars, he wants to be the best, he wants to conquer everybody else. And this Plutonic energy of Scorpio is quite controlling. So it's like, people with Mars in Scorpio, they might want to rule the situation, not just rule themselves, but rule the situation, rule the people around them. They want the control, but they may not be overt with it. They may be a little bit, not underhand, but psychologically controlling the situation. You see what I mean? What do I have? When it comes to an actual fight, you're going to very much be one of the fighters of the zodiac. You're going to want to win. You're going to be very clear, but you're going to be quite cool on the surface. So you're going to look like nothing's ruffling your feathers. kind of a bit like the grey man, but yeah, definitely in it to win it. Quite calculating energy. As I say, psychologically analytical, very intuitive. You may, because you kind of really understand what makes other people tick, especially in kind of confrontational or combative situations, whether that's arguments or, you know, going into some sort of competition. You're going to be able to psych out the other people because you understand what makes them tick, how their emotions are coming into play. So you can kind of almost like, yeah, like psych other people out, exploit their fears, exploit their weaknesses, so that you can win. When it comes to the bedroom, you may be a little bit 50 Shades of Grey. You may enjoy winning people over, getting other people to submit to your way. You may be quite controlling in the bedroom. Again, it's kind of like you want to be the person in control. You want to be you want to be the person that the other person can't resist. Scorpio is a very, very sexy sign. Mars is like the god of libido, if you want to put it that way. You know, that's our okay, yes, not necessarily. There's other things there like Bacchus and things like that, but you know, Mars energy is that kind of like you know, very yang energy. So yeah, you may be a little bit do as I say. I want you to find me irresistible. I want you to be you know, not be able to fight your feelings for me, this kind of thing. It's like you want full control over the situation. Again, it depends on your other placements. You may be thinking, I'm not like that at all. You may have other aspects of your chart that make you much more sensitive to the needs of others. But I'm just talking about the interplay of this specific placement on its own. So just kind of mention that. Yeah, so it's a little bit like David Bowie at the end of The Labyrinth, where he says, fear me, love me, do as I say, and I will be your slave. But Scorpio, you have no intention of being anyone's slave. So yeah, but this is what you want. Fear me, love me, do as I say. So does that sound like you? If so, let's pull you some cards. Oh, your song though, it's such a funny song as well. Your song for your reading, as I was setting up, was Bend Me, Shape Me by American Breed. So bend me, shape me, any way you want me. As long as you love me, baby, it's all right. So yeah, very much kind of backing up what I was saying there. So let's get into it, shall we? Oh, wrong deck. Does help if I use the right deck to start with. Yeah, you're making me nervous. Stop it. So let's go. Woo. Okay. Fecundity, rain. This is kind of talking about abundance. So what do we have here? Clarity, mountain. Yeah, you are going to be quite clear. Definitely, as I say, Mars is to do with how you take action, what happens when you get into an argument or a conflict with somebody, how do you respond? You are going to be quite clear thinking and quite strategic when you go into any situation where you've got something to do or you are in conflict with others. You're going to be quite clear, and again, you've got this kind of black and white business to you. So you may be very much like, I've got the higher perspective. I feel like I'm right in this situation, or I know I'm right in this situation. If you think that you know better, you're going to need to prove it to me. But do it quickly because I've got things to do. This kind of energy. So we'll find out more about why that's there. What else do we have, please, for people with a Mars in Scorpio placement? Mars in Scorpio, thank you. Oh, Lioness, protection. Scorpio, I've not really mentioned this. Scorpio, the people that Scorpio loves, the people that Scorpio lets into that inner circle, kind of like inside that quite scary outer energy. Scorpio is very, very protective of the people that they love. If you are the slave of Mars in Scorpio, if you love and honor and kind of do what Mars in Scorpio says, that Scorpionic energy is going to absolutely keep you safe, keep you so safe, and be fiercely, fiercely protective of you. My mum's a Scorpio. She's an absolutely lovely person, but yeah, upset somebody that my mum loves, and you're going to be on the wrong side of her. There's a sting in her tail. So yeah, protection lioness, very much the more motherly, protective, softer energy of Scorpio there coming into play, protecting those that they love. Protecting those that they rule, I should say. And here we have dog in the reverse, companionship. So again, this talks about the loyalty that you expect from other people, as kind of this. It is coming through as like a ruling energy. You rule the people around you, you rule the situation around you, and you expect the people that you protect, the people that you in your kingdom, you expect them to be loyal to you. Any signs of any feelings of betrayal, any feelings of dishonor, or anything where you feel slighted, you're probably going to want payback. You're probably going to want to punish that person with a Mars placement in Scorpio. So in the reverse, this talks about kind of again, this kind of king-like or queen-like ability to kind of be like, I'm ruling this kingdom. I expect loyalty. If you're disloyal to me, you're out, you're exiled, or you're punished, right? I'm going to set an example of you, this kind of thing. So it is quite, it's quite scary, scary energy. Again, it's going to be balanced out by all your other placements. So I'm not going to say that you're an absolutely terrifying, diabolical leader. It's just that this particular placement, this one placement in your full birth chart, is quite a strong energy. So yeah, I guess we'll keep pulling your cards. Right, okay. What's the heart of the matter? So what's going on for people with a Mars placement in Scorpio, please? What is the heart of the matter? Happiness with other people, wanting that kingdom that you've built to run smoothly, for everybody to be in agreement, for everybody to do their roles, and to be loyal to you. You want the Ten of Cups, but you want your version of the Ten of Cups, right? You want people to follow the rules because the rules keep people happy. So what do we have here? Page of Swords, keeping an eye on people. Keeping an eye on people in your surroundings, in your... Keeping an eye on the team, perhaps? Okay, 4 more cards, please, for people with a Mars in Scorpio placement. Just a reminder that I'm not talking about Scorpio energy in general. You know, the way that Scorpio energy interplays with the different aspects of your chart is going to bring out different aspects of that Scorpionic energy. So this is specifically the Scorpio mixed with Mars energy. Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Venus, Scorpio Mercury, it's all going to bring out different aspects of that Scorpionic energy. So just to kind of keep saying this. 2 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I feel like you've got a sense of somebody who has been disloyal, not only disloyal to you, but disloyal to your tribe, disloyal to your workplace, disloyal to your family. There is a sense of betrayal here with this 2 of Cups in reverse. Somebody who hasn't followed the rules, the agreed upon rules, somebody who hasn't pulled their weight in this situation. They've let the team down. Does this sound right? I'm scared. What else is going on, please, for people with Mars in Scorpio placement? Ooh, King of Pentacles in reverse. So you're withdrawing support. This is your energy. I do see it as, even though it's an earth sign, I do see it as quite Scorpionic energy, because you kind of got this protective... Scorpio energy can be quite money orientated or career orientated, but it comes from a place of wanting the security for your, you know, wanting to be able to provide and protect your family, the people that you love, your friends, the people around you. So when you have got this sense of betrayal, it's so funny because I was picking up on that from this. You are going to withdraw support. You don't forgive and forget. You don't see the grey areas of the situation. It's like you've broke the rules. You've broke what I consider to be a code of conduct. You've kind of broke that. So it's almost like I've lost respect for you. I'm withdrawing support. I'm not paying out in the situation. You know, it's a complete withdrawal. I was sort of picking up on this in another reading where I kind of had like a Game of Thrones going on. And people had fallen out, and Scorpio, you were in your castle and you controlled the water supply, and you cut off the water supply to the rest of the kingdom. You were like, no, until you come back and grovel and tell me I was right, like until you come crawling on your hands and knees, kissing my feet, you know, maybe then I'll consider turning on the water supply. So yeah, very quite vengeful, I have to say. Again, this sense of punishment. Dorian Gray, calm down. So what else do we have, please, for Mars in Scorpio? Mars in Scorpio, please. Mars in Scorpio. Not telling me anything else yet. The Tower moment. There we go. Up in your kingdom, up in your castle. Having the Tower moment, having that sense of chaos, which I feel has been caused by somebody else breaking the rules. It's caused chaos to your community. It's caused a shake-up in your foundations. It could be I'm going to get another card on that. I want to know what's caused that tower, but I feel like it's something outside of you. So you're kind of holding things together. You're kind of cleaning up the chaos, cleaning up the mess is the way I see it. And heartbreak. So I think when you feel betrayed, when you feel like somebody's been disloyal, when you feel like somebody has broke the rules, upset the community, and you love this community, right? You're their leader. So this is not just about power. It's about you knowing that with power comes great responsibility. You're offering protection and leadership to this group of people, whatever this represents to you, friendship, group, co-workers. You love these people. You want to protect them with this lioness energy, right? So I think when you do feel betrayed, when somebody has been disloyal, it is quite heartbreaking for you, because it's not that if you didn't care, right? If you didn't care, you wouldn't feel the need to act in this way. You know, however you're acting, turning off the water supply, whatever it is, withdrawing support, you wouldn't feel the need to do this. So I feel like almost like to exile this person or to punish them, to make an example of them, it does hurt you, because you do want this Ten of Cups, you do want this happiness. Interesting that I've used the decks the wrong way around for you. I feel like you want to know more about the situation outside of you. You know yourself, you know your own situation, you know how you feel. So it's funny that I'm using this deck, which is the deck that I tend to read from for the energy outside of you. It's almost like you want to know why, but you probably already know why. The Hierophant there, yeah, you probably already know why. You've probably got quite a clear perspective on what's been going on. It's just funny that I've used those decks the wrong way around. Everything that happens in a reading is meant to be that way. So this Three of Swords, it's almost like the heart is being torn in different directions, because I think you've got a sense of loyalty to this group, and you know you do feel a sense of disappointment for this person who's broke the rules or been disloyal, or however it works. They still have a piece of your heart, which is why it hurts you so much, which is why it makes you feel so responsive, right? Can you tell me the energy outside of Scorpio, please? What's going on outside of Scorpio? For people who have Mars in Scorpio, what's going on for them, please? The Wheel of Fortune. So something is changing. The luck is changing. The wheel is turning. It could be a sense of time. It's got a lot of moons on this card. So a sense of something taking time to move. Seven of Emotions. Yeah, there is a sense of confusion here about whatever caused this Tower moment. I feel like you do have questions about this Tower moment, because it's like, but somebody outside of you has choices. Can you tell me about this Seven of Emotions, please? What's this Seven of Emotions outside of Scorpio? The Hierophant. You've got the Hierophant there and there. So I'm going to definitely read that Hierophant card. Another card, please, from Mars in Scorpio. Outside of Scorpio, strength. So somebody is losing strength here. Outside of you. And the Star in reverse. Yeah, I feel like somebody's fallen here. The Nine of Wands there. So I feel like somebody outside of you is almost like fallen from grace. This is kind of like the Wounded Warrior card. So the Star card in reverse, this is somebody who is fallen out of the spotlight. They are not healing. They are struggling here. This card talks about perseverance, and this card talks about a lack of confidence or a lack of strength, a lack of the ability to persevere. This card also talks about loyalty. There's the Strength card. There is an interplay between the woman on the card and the lion. It's a relationship where people give each other strength. So you could feel like because of whatever's happened, you could have. It's like your stability is not strong. Your foundations are not strong because this person was almost like a weak link in that wheel. I feel here it could be something like somebody who's chosen to get married, or somebody who's chosen tradition, somebody who's chosen to go to higher education. Somebody's chosen this path. Okay. But it's upset your stability. I feel like somebody else outside of you has made a choice that has shaken your foundations, upset your sense of stability, because these cards are you in the center and these cards around are like energies outside of you. Broke your heart. You feel betrayed, like somebody's been disloyal with that dog in reverse. You could have offered to protect this person from something. You could have offered this person, come and live with me, with this King of Pentacles, come and work with me. And this person has chosen a different path. It could be that they felt like they were receiving some kind of higher guidance, higher wisdom. They could have actually gone, because this Seven of Cups, Seven of Emotions, talks about confusion, not knowing which option to take. So they could have sought advice. The Hierophant card talks about getting advice from somebody else, somebody who has a lot of wisdom, somebody who's very full of knowledge. So they've gone and sought advice from somebody else, and they've chosen a path that you felt. I feel like somebody could have chosen someone else over you. It broke your heart. So you've probably exiled them in some sort of way. I see this as like these people being out. They're not in the kingdom, right? They're outside of the kingdom. So here they are losing strength in the situation. It could be that you've given someone the silent treatment. It could be that somewhat you've said, right, okay, that's how it's going to be. Going to break my heart. I'll show you what it's like out there without my support. And withdrawing my support, you'll come crawling back. It's only a matter of time before you're humbled with the Star in reverse and you come crawling back. A matter of time with that wheel card there. It's almost like this person outside of you has had some change of fortune. It could be that they, a change of fortune, a change of circumstances. They've had some sort of offer made to them. They've took this offer, broke your heart, and now they're realizing they made the wrong choice because they took bad advice. My heart just flipped over. Does that make sense? This is your perspective. I want to read that Hierophant card. A spiritual teacher, finding the guru within, failing or outdated systems, crumbling institutions or beliefs, newfound faith, shiny and hollow things, a spiritual journey. Prompt, institutionalized kindness. The tiny traveller has journeyed so far to be here in this place, with this muse of perfection and light, and when she finally arrives at the foot of this oracle, she hopes that her guru will see her and give her a slice of wisdom as a result of her unwavering faith. Wanting to make sure she performs the ritual perfectly, she starts a small fire to warm her soul and begins to craft her devotional lantern, as most do when they arrive to this place. As she works, a voice floods her awareness. Sweet soul, thank you for visiting me. I ask you to look at the form in front of you. Are you worshipping me for the way I look? Or are you worshipping me for the way I act? Or do we worship the same? Aren't we the same, you and I? The muse winks and continues. And therein lies the secret, beautiful heart. I see you. I see your profound inner wisdom. And I see that now it is time to lead yourself in service. Dear teacher, sacred mentor, dear loving leader guide, I am deeply, deeply grateful for your heart, untethered net cast wide. So yeah, I feel like somebody's chose to devote themselves to somebody else or something else and broke your heart. So you're not giving them any attention anymore with that star card there. Yeah, I really feel it's like exile. It's like exile. You're exiled from the kingdom. Right, let's find out what's going on here, Scorpio, because that's pretty tough, I have to say. You know, because from your point of view, you want this happy place. You want this tranquility and concord, right? You want to offer protection to the people that you care about, the people or the people who are involved with the project you care about. You know, you do want this happiness. You want your kingdom to be successful and prosperous and, you know, a high vibrational. So this sense of somebody choosing something else or being disloyal and this heartbreak, you know, it is, again, you could be very cool on the surface, didn't care about that person anyway, they'll be sorry, this kind of thing. But there is heartbreak there. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel bad for giving you such a hard time at the start of the reading now. I'm not scared of you anymore. Now you're vulnerable. You're all like, no, I'm not vulnerable. What are you talking about? Not me. Right, okay, let's go. Best advice, please, for Mars in Scorpio. Best advice, please, for Mars in Scorpio. Now you know how to exploit me, though. Oh, no. It's like, haha, that's how I win Libra's sympathy, is it? Surrender to the divine, surrender to the divine, and a time for healing, Balsamic Moon. I almost feel like this is the advice for somebody who's dealing with somebody with Mars in Scorpio placement, this person who's sought the higher guidance, who needs to heal, right? Surrender to the divine, full moon, and a time for healing, Balsamic Moon. Okay. So it could be surrender to the divine plan. Okay, if this person broke your heart, if this person has left the situation, okay, trust in the tower, because the tower is scorpionic energy. The tower happens, it's kind of a shock, a sense of chaos, because the divine is here to remove things from your life that weren't meant for you, that weren't right for you. And at the time, it can be hard to see that, right? It can be hard to have that clarity, that higher perspective, because we can't see the future. So sometimes down the path, we can look back and think, do you know what? I was actually really lucky that situation happened, because now I'm in a better position, and I wouldn't be in this position if that thing that was in my life was still in my life. So yeah, surrender to the divine. Trust that what is meant for you will never be denied for you, and that the divine knows better, right? They have the higher wisdom in the situation. And a time for healing, yeah, absolutely. With that Three of Swords, you absolutely need to heal from whatever broke your heart, because if you hold on to that, you're going to feel bitter and resentful and angry. So heal that broken heart. Good advice there. So what else is going on, please, for people who identify with this reading? For Mars and Scorpio for Tuesday, please. Mars and Scorpio for Tuesday. Horse spirit. I'm going to show you these, but I'm not going to read all these. You've also got starfish spirit, open to infinite possibility. Turkey spirit, give with gratitude and grace. Butterfly spirit, transformation is beautiful. Just to kind of show you, the Tower card here has these butterflies on. So yeah, transformation is beautiful. Lion spirit, be generous of spirit. It's interesting you've got the lion and the lioness here. You may have a Leo placement, strong Leo in your chart. Wasp spirit, sometimes life stings, and Mars in Scorpio knows that. I've literally got in my notes. Where is it? Did I not write it down actually? No, I didn't write it down, but something that was meant to be in my notes was sometimes life stings, and Mars in Scorpio knows this. Mars in Scorpio knows that life is not all sugar and rainbows. Sometimes it stings, and we, you know, like this Tower moment here, which is Scorpionic energy, you have to get up and keep going. Because you are the fighter. You are, Mars in Scorpio is the fighter of the zodiac. 33, horse spirit, freedom is yours. Watch out for repeating numbers, especially the number 3. If you see repeating 3s, it may be an indicator from the universe that you're on the right track, or that you need to pay attention to your thoughts at the time. The same thing if you see horses. So it could be horses on an advert, horses on jewelry. I don't know why I'm seeing horses on jewelry, but that's what they're showing me. Yeah, horse ornaments, this kind of thing. It could all be indicators for you that either you're on the right track, or you need to pay attention to what's going on around you, or your own thoughts at that time. It could be spirit trying to give you a message. So freedom is yours. So maybe this person was removed from your life for a reason, because you get to be more free and independent, possibly. Let's see. When horse spirit appears, you are gifted with the spirit of movement and freedom. It is a time for travel and adventure. Well, I'm glad this hasn't come out during lockdown, because that would have been a bit of a jib, wouldn't it? But with people starting to get the injection and the lockdown restrictions starting to ease, maybe freedom is yours finally, right? It is time for travel and adventure, whether that means a trip somewhere or taking a different type of journey, one of freedom of choice. Horse spirit reminds you that no matter the circumstances, you have free will and choices that can take you far away to a better place, a better situation, Tower moment, and a better state of being. For there is no one but you to rein in your will to make a different decision. You are capable of making powerful choices that will affect you for a long time to come. Horses are social animals and known to be a friend to mankind, willing to carry us forward when we need it. Horse spirit reminds you that help will be available to you whenever you need it, and companions will be by your side wherever you choose to go, whatever direction you choose to travel. Life is an adventure, and Horse spirit wants you to know that whatever choices you make, you have great spirit within, invisible yet holding you up and always walking by your side. If your inquiry is about a relationship, you can set your heart free to experience love in all forms. Spirit whisper, I should say that in my notes I've got that you like to break taboos. Love in all forms. You know what, you go and do what you want to do, you know, as long as everybody's consenting adults. And get them to sign that waiver first, Dorian Gray. What am I saying? I'm making jokes, obviously. Be respectful and sensible in your relationships. Spirit whispers to you that the gift of freedom is yours if you allow yourself to break out of your perfectionism and stubbornness. Perfectionism, yeah, you may need to break some of your own rules, right? Break some of your own taboos. Make a move and enjoy the freedom of letting go of, oh my God, Mars in Scorpio. Make a move and enjoy the freedom of letting go of the need to control. What did I say at the start of the reading? Control, right? Control of a situation, control of yourself. So it could be that you may have this code of conduct, this you may have created this system of rules for yourself. They're showing me that zombie movie. Is it Zombieland? I don't know. The guy with the list of rules. So it's like you've got this list of rules for your own life, your own code of conduct, and it might be time to reassess those rules and maybe break some of them, and free yourself from the chains that you've created for yourself. Does that sound familiar? If not, it's just freedom from, I don't know, whatever control is going on here. So I hope that was helpful for you. Let's get you a reading. I keep saying that. I'm repeating myself a lot at the moment. I don't know why it's happening. I need to check what Mercury's up to in my chart. I think that trickster Mercury energy is playing tricks on my speech at the moment. Okay, so Mars in Scorpio. So the people coming to this reading who are resonating with this reading, what do they really need to hear today? What's the best song that you can pick for them? Shrink Wrapped by Sleeper. Close your eyes and left me here, and now I'm drifting off to sleep. I make some noise to wake you up, but you've drifted out of reach. I'm not sure if you meant what you said, but that's okay, because it still sounded cool when you said it anyway. I get up, watch TV, helps me feed my vicious streak. Real life disappears, and we watch the spooks on the news, playing chess. Something. I hope you die in the arms of your shrinks in your clinics. Now it's time. By the end, we smile and plan our revenge. Oh, Scorpio. By the end of the night, it's found its true friends. So I don't know, maybe go and watch the video for that song, look up the lyrics, have a listen to it, see if anything sticks out for you. Normally it might just be like one line, or the title or something in the video that really jumps out at you. So do go and check that out and see what advice that song is trying to get into your head. Yeah, use your intuition on that one, and I'll leave it with you. And try and stop waffling. All right, I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.